Today's video is how to clean your toys. It's kind of a special video I've been thinking about doing and sharing my information. I've done all this research of trying to clean what I had, restoring what I had, and also the smells I'll get into here at the end. So I have a couple products here. Lysol disinfecting wipes. I have scrub-free bathroom cleaner plus OxiClean spray, lemon scented. And then I have magic eraser, which I haven't dabbed with yet. I'm gonna do it on camera for the first time. But I really recommend these two products right here, the Lysol disinfectant wipes and then these scrub-free bubbles. This stuff, because it has the OxiClean in it, maybe you're allergic to OxiClean, so be careful if you don't know if you're allergic to it or not, but this stuff really does work well. I usually just take this and spray it on some paper towels. And obviously do not use paper towels that have patterns on them. So it's like a monkey see, monkey do type of thing. These patterns will pretty much bleed onto the toy. It might happen, so I cannot recommend that. So just use regular paper towels without patterns on them. But I usually just spray some on here on the paper towel. You can wipe the toy, or you can use the Lysol disinfectant wipes. The Lysol disinfecting wipes work really well for toys and boxes. What I do is end up just taking one and drying it out. I just wring it out, and it's a little bit wet still, but it's overall dry. So this box is pretty nasty, and I'm wiping it down, and it's kind of coming off. You want to get it too wet, so make sure it dries really quickly. So that did a little bit better job. There we go, that looks a little better. It doesn't look as dirty. I don't know how, this thing is so dirty. Not as dirty as this other Utah Raptor I'm about to show you, but I don't know how they sell this to people. Stickers, if you have stickers or any type of deal, you can use Goo Gone. I have a spray bottle, and you can set it on there. Make sure it doesn't get too wet and soggy, but thank God these stickers come off very easily. Of course, this was 15 bucks back in the day. But if you have any problems with stickers, Goo Gone are definitely recommended for you. So you can go the route of using a Lysol disinfectant wipe and then wiping up top, drying it really quickly. And that does a good job, also smells really nice. Or you can use the scrub-free bubble spray. One thing I will say about the Lysol stuff, you can either go with Lysol or Clorox. Do not get the store brand, like the Great Value disinfectant wipes. Those apparently really suck, and they actually might ruin your toys, so do not buy them. Spend the extra 50 cents or 80 cents or whatever it is to buy the actual name brand. So that is that. I'm gonna show you here. I'll even just, oh God, that's nasty. I'll show you. See how nasty this thing is? Let's get close. See all that dirt and grime? So let's just do this. I'll show you. Boom. Dab it up. Spread it around. And then, bam. Clean. Yeah, I like that. Apologies if you hear any wind noise. Kind of like having a hurricane or something right now. See, the only thing I really don't like about the scrub-free, it kind of stinks. It's got a lemon smell to it, but obviously doesn't smell as good as the Lysol wipes. But you can see like all the dirt that's catching up. It's nasty. So it does a good job cleaning it up. This is just the basic stuff, folks, so we'll get into the more heavy-duty stuff here in a second. However, I would say that the scrub-free stuff is way more heavy-duty because it has that OxiClean inside of it than the Lysol disinfectant wipes. So you have some kind of stain type deal there. We're gonna see if we can get it out with the OxiClean scrub-free bathroom cleaner. Maybe, maybe not. And looks like it's a no-go, because this is like a rubber. So rubber is, I guess, it's harder to get out of rather than a plastic. But we did do a good job. We got it a little bit out there. So I guess you have to really take your nail and really get in those pebbles. It's a nice sculpted animal. There you go, a little bit better. Yeah, you might have to get your fingernails to work on the crevices, but look, oh, my fingernails are green. But looks pretty good. Looks really nice. You can also just use straight up soap and water if they generally smell and they're a little bit dirty. You don't have to use just like, you know, bathroom cleaning products, especially if you have any allergic reactions to them. But you can see here just the dirtiness of this guy. I'm gonna use the Lysol wipe just to get the rest of this. Just a lot easier to have a moist towelette type deal to clean. It's just so nasty. I don't know how they sell them to people. But it happens all the time. In eBay, people do not care. They really do not. And there we go. We have ourselves a Stegosaurus. It's pretty nicely clean. We still have some, you know, paint markings and stuff. So let's see if we can take out that black with the OxiClean scrub-free. Probably not, but worth a shot. So pretty much, if you this is a rubber toy, pretty much you got it out. If you just take a little bit of cleaner, use some hard labor, So I kind of like nailed out that little black marking. So that worked out really well. This is actually in pretty decent shape considering how old it is and how much these Stegosauruses have like really bad paint wear from previous owners. Pretty much kids like myself back in the 90s. But not too bad a shape now. We got rid of most of the paint markings. We have some here at the top sail. Boom, done. And that looks really good. So here's like a harder plastic. You can do it the same here. It might be easier than the rubber, who knows. Should be, and it is coming off a little easier, but it is hard because the leg is nicely textured and pebbled. So this is a lot harder to do because it's rubber, and it's a lot easier to clean because it's plastic and the details aren't as fine on the newer toys. So that looks pretty good, not bad. I would say that's pretty clean. So let's move on to the next thing I can show you. All right, so what we have here is the Aquaspinosaurus. I got this off of eBay in a lot with the trike, and this guy had some pretty bad clown issues. I'll get close here for you and focus. Really bad paint. So I have a magic eraser here. Magic erasers are pretty much for not these type of deals. They're like cleaning stuff, like if you put crayon on a wall or whatever. Oh, there's 4 of them in here. Okay. This is the kitchen and dish scrubber. It includes Dawn soap. I think I might have bought the wrong one. I know I wanted to buy the Mr. Clean actual name brand magic eraser rather than like the Great Value or the store brand. I just want to make sure I can get the highest quality cleaning tools as possible for cleaning these toys because they're, you know, they mean a lot to you. I'm gonna see if I can demo the magic eraser. It might take off the regular base paint of the Spinosaurus, but we're going to try our best to get rid of that right now. So what you do for magic erasers, you dip them in water and rinse them out, and then they're ready to go. So that's what I'm going to do right now. This also might prove difficult because this is a soft sponge that's probably going to fray, and this is hard plastic. So let's throw something underneath it to catch all the drips. See how much of it came off already? So this doesn't look too good for us right now, but we can try. Yeah, it's digging in pretty nice. Yeah, it looks like it's not coming off, so that was a failure. Well, at least I have magic erasers around the house now, I guess. But that sucks. So it looks like magic erasers cannot take off paint. Your best bet of getting rid of paint is just making sure that you have it cleaned with one of these two and then scrub with your fingernails as much as you can without damaging the toy. It looks like magic eraser will not work for getting rid of paint, which sucks because it's a really cool toy. Kind of ruined by that side, but oh well. Now, I wanted to show you this thing. Now, it's not brand new in box. It had some issues. It was the most disgusting, dirty, grimy thing I have ever seen in my entire life, and I tried my best to restore it, and I did. It looks so much better than it used to. This thing was covered in dirt and dust and grime. It was appalling. It was so bad. I had to clean it several times, and it smelled not just like smoke, it smelled like cancer, straight up cancer. It was really bad. So how did I clean it? Well, I used pretty much this stuff with some paper towels. I didn't learn about this until later. Cleaned off the box, and if there's some loose dirt and debris, you can take a vacuum hose and then make sure everything's tied down so you don't accidentally suck up a piece like a dino damage piece or whatever. Vacuum it down and get rid of all the dirt, and then you go in with your Lysol wipes or your paper towels and scrub free, and you can get rid of all the dust and the grime. You can do that probably 2 times, give it a bath, and then I did that for the box as well. It's turned out really well. I don't think it smells anymore. No, it doesn't smell too bad at all. This thing's really used to reek. So this guy smelled for a long time, smelled horribly. What you want to do is you want to take it outside in the sun, if possible. At least take it outside and air it outside. If it's in the summertime, that's great, unless you live in like Florida or California or something, somewhere nice all around, Arizona. You can take it outside any time of the year and air it out. But in the Midwest, the East Coast, or in the North somewhere, you're going to have to pretty much wait until the summertime or just leave it in your garage. Let it air out if it still smells. If it smells like smoke, we're going to talk about mildew, moldy here in a second. But if it still smells like smoke after, say, a week in the sun-ish, but make sure you rotate it. Make sure it's not directly in the sun. Maybe it's under some like shade, or just pay attention to it and make sure that it doesn't like get melted or anything like that. This guy did a pretty good job in the sun. What you need to do is pretty much make sure it just airs out outside. So that really helped it. What also helped is baths. So you can do water and soap. But you can do water and soap and then make sure you just rinse it off, make sure it's not sticky. Obviously this guy is not sticky at all. You can also use, I've tried this several times, ended up screwing up some of my t-shirts that are pretty nice, bleach and also just vinegar bath. But it did take away the smell. So if you guys like to do that, you can do that as well. So what do I mean by vinegar bath and bleach bath? Well, it's simple. You pretty much do the same exact thing with the soap and water. You got your bucket full of water. This time, you definitely want to include some kind of gloves, whether it be like these disposable blue gloves or the yellow thick rubber gloves that, you know, mom washed the dishes with type of deal back in the day. So after you put your gloves on, you want to choose whether you want to do vinegar. So say we're doing vinegar. So have your tub, just pick out a tub, any tub you have that's kind of small. It's good enough just to fit in just a little bit of water and just pour in a little bit of vinegar. Take your rag just like your soap and just dip it in your little bit of vinegar, a little bit of water, mix, wring it out just like the soap and water, and then just go over it. And be careful not to go around the electronic area. So like just kind of brush it away. And then you're pretty much done. And same goes for the bleach. So just take some, be very careful with the bleach. Not only do you wear gloves, but wear clothes that you do not want to stain. I accidentally stained some of my favorite t-shirts doing this, and it kind of sucks. But very carefully pour a little bit of bleach in there, mix it around with the rag, make sure you're wearing the gloves, and pick it out of the water, wring it out just like you would the vinegar bath and the soap bath, and then just go over it and let it dry. So when you want to let it dry, just take the dinosaur or whatever you just washed and just lay it down and let it dry for at least a couple hours. Or if you want to speed things up, use a towel itself and then just go over the toy. But definitely let it sit and let it dry. And if you want to do another bath, wait like, I don't know, a day or so and do another one, and continue to do them if you want to until the smell goes away. So I got this guy, he smells pretty bad, and a thing to try and get rid of mildewy, moldy smells is baking soda. So you can either wash the toy with some baking soda, some water, and a rag, or you can just end up having a bag, either closed or open. Open would probably be better if you had like a big tub and then threw like some baking soda at the bottom. Make sure it doesn't touch the toy, the box, or whatever it's in. But just have some baking soda. Apparently baking soda, used in the fridge and stuff, it takes smells and it sucks it into the baking soda, and you replace the baking soda every like couple months or so. This guy smells like mildew, or at least it used to, or dewy-ish. It really doesn't smell anymore. Maybe a pinch on the left side, but not as bad as it used to. So that's actually really, really good. So maybe this bag of baking soda does work. This is a really good thing to have around mildewy, moldy type smells. It really does a good job of taking away. You're just gonna have to have some time. I'm a very impatient person. I want these things cleaned and the smell to be gone instantly. Sometimes it takes at least a week, so you have to be very patient with these things. So if you have a toy that still smells like mildew or whatever, and you've done your sun baking, you've done your air breathing outside, like you can see the sun coming through right now, you've done your vinegar bath, your bleach bath, this guy can probably sit, bam, right in front of an air cleaner / ionizer. This one is both an air cleaner and an ionizer. The ionizer switch is right there. And here's the air cleaner part. This is the intake. Put it on the intake side, and they pretty much crank it up. And leave it in front of the toy for a couple days or so and see if that will do it. That is just an easy recommendation. And I guess the last bit, if it has mold on the toy, let's just say hypothetically that Charles here had mold on him. Say like he had some black mold right there. You might be screwed, but you can also try to remedy the situation by using bleach. Bleach does a good job of washing away mold. I had some hockey shin guards that had like some black mold on it, and I was like, great, they're ruined. But I used some bleach, and I used some hard scrubbing. I used some towels, get some rags that you have around the house, take some bleach, and really scrub hard at the area. So I really, really recommend using bleach on molded toys. If it's really sunken into the plastic, it's not coming off fully, you might just have to pitch the thing. But that has been cleaning your toys with Matt Brando. We got this guy not to smell like mildew. We got this guy cleaned, and he's not sticky, and he He still smells a little bit like someone else's basement, but probably a couple more Lysol type deals, and probably also some more airing in the garage or wherever it needs to be aired. This is actually really solid. This is a nice toy. I did a good job with these two, as well as this guy was just absolutely putrid. Thanks guys very much for watching. End of line. I'm Brando and I fight for the users. Thank you for choosing CRS. Greetings, programs. Today's Brando review is from the Collector's Corner. It is the 2004 Alien 3 Alien Queen Chestburster Polystone statue from Palisades,